Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. Before I go to my analysis, I would like to invite you to check my one-on-one mentorship program. I developed this program because there was a big request from you to have something like this. In this way, I can really help traders to overcome them obstacles. One-on-one sessions are focused only to your goals and to your needs, but if you want to know more details, just click the link below this video in the description, and if you have any further question, feel free to contact me. So now let's go to AUDCAD because this is first pair which I have, and there is a nice movement. If we pay attention for weekly time frame, we will see that the momentum right now is quite nice. So price is pushing up. We had this bounce on the support zone and price, that's why it's pushing. It's making also double bottom. Here, the next area of resistance for this pair is up here. So we still have some pips to go for maybe possible first reaction on the weekly. Next area of the resistance is up here. Okay, so we have chance that maybe price will go here, or we'll get just the bounce here, and maybe then price, for example, create higher low and then continue, yes, or still continue to retest this. We will see. Of course, we don't know right now. What we see, momentum is here, price is pushing up. So let's go to lower time frames to see more details. Daily chart, our daily trend line was broken. Even if we unzoom a little bit, we will see that this trend line was very nice here. Yeah, so there was a breakout. We had this first 1 to 3 on the daily chart. Now price is again making what, higher highs. So what we expect for price to retrace, we're back to area of the 36 CMA. We will get this line, and from this zone, this will be our profit zone to look for potential long scenarios for continuation. Our goal will be, of course, this resistance and then this resistance. So if price retrace on the daily, you can easily look for 4-hour chart entries here. Right now we have stopped probably because of this resistance around this area here. But still, if price retrace, of course, our last stop is the target. But if price stop here and hesitate, because the question is if we have this retracement or not, price can also stay around this zone, and then we can have breakout and continuation. So of course, long scenarios here are okay. Question how price will react right now on the 4-hour chart. We also had this setup, you see, on the 4-hour chart. So this was combination with the 4-hour daily trend line breakout with the 4-hour chart setup. So this was our classic approach here. We also had another daily 1 to 3 with the 4-hour chart. So this pair give us nice opportunities to jump in. Okay. And now, of course, price moved, and what is happening? We have this retracement back to 36, and price is holding this zone. So if we have breakout of this on the lower time frames, we can still look for long scenarios, because maybe price will continue without those retracement, which I told you before. Okay, so this is also option. Definitely it's worth to monitor because there is momentum, there is volatility. So let's just draw those lines, and I prefer it only to look for buys, so all retracement buy. But if you are a scalper or day trader, you can also look for short entries and target this trend line and daily 36 CMA. If you, of course, want to do this, you have to switch to 5-minute chart because it's only 50-60 pips. Sometimes price is not exactly reaching this, so 5-minute, maybe even 1-minute chart. Short scenarios here, long scenarios after breakout, also 5-minute time frame, and then you want to achieve your profits on the previous stop. Okay, because price still can do this and this. If price, of course, continue, then perfect for us. Okay, so this is what we have right now on the AUDCAD. EURCAD is the next pair, and also here we had this very strong up move. Resistance is on the previous stops around this zone. This is our support, so it's hard to see that maybe we'll get range, but we have very strong and nice momentum here. If we go to daily, we see that the price was climbing up. Right now, we have this small stop on the 12 EMA. So what can happen? Retracement to the 12, continuation where? To the resistance, or deeper retracement, bounce on the 36 EMA, and continuation to this. This is our expectation. If we usually have strong moves like this, price like to bounce on the 12 and still continue. And then after reaching resistance, then we can get bigger retracement. But of course, we have to get used to that we don't know. This is our daily trend line. Okay, so we have this daily trend line. We go to 4-hour chart. And what we see right now, this is price is spiking. We can draw this line here. We have another line around this zone. So again, we are squeezed in this wedge. Price right now, you see, it's making short 1-hour chart 1 to 3, but we are still 4-hour chart. No, we are below the 36, but there is no EMA crossover. So aggressively, we can try to look for the setup if we get signal. But I would say this is aggressive. Why? Because we still have to keep in mind that we are on the 12 EMA on the daily chart. So like he said, price like to spike and then still continue. And here we really, if we look for short scenarios, we would trade against this whole up move, which is very strong. So that's why this would be aggressive. Our confirmation is another setup, of course, where below this. So this might be confirmation because we will be below the 12 EMA on the daily, and there will be chance that price might go down. If, of course, we have opposite move, that price will create higher high, higher low. What we do, we look for buys, target previous stop, and then, of course, the next level from the weekly and daily chart. So this is what we have here. Also very nice pair. GPN. Where is our resistance? We have to go. We have resistance right now here, as you can see. This is the highest point of this resistance, I would say. The next one is still here, so there is still room to go. But basically, we are already around the resistance zone. Okay, weekly chart still climbing up, and you see even weekly chart bounce on the 12 continuation, bounce on the 12 continuation with some spikes. Yeah, so if the trend is strong, price can really hold this. We gained some momentum, so price is climbing up. Of course, very strong up move, and we will see if price will react here. Maybe we'll finally get deeper retracement, or price will still continue to the next one. Right now, the momentum is there, so we can look for scenarios. We had this daily long 1 to 3. Here now price is climbing. Again, we are already around the resistance. We have to keep in mind that this is resistance already. So of course, the trend is still strong, so definitely it's good to trade this. But we see that this move was quite strong. So what we can do, we can look for short scenarios right now to target the 36 on the 4-hour chart. And then what we can have, or we will get 4-hour chart 1 to 3 continuation, price breaks this, continue to the next one. Or the price will maybe go and retest, and maybe we'll get deeper retracement, or like we have here, price stop here and then make this deeper retracement immediately. So those are possible situations here. If price, of course, decide to make this retracement, where is our target? Daily 36 EMA. So we can just draw even the line here. But we will know that, okay, our previous bottom is the target. Yes, but basically this is the zone. So what we can do, we go to lower time frames. Very nice. It's like a textbook pair with all the entries, as you can see, 1 to 3, 1 to 3 here, 1 to 3. Also previously all 1 to 3. So those are perfect and great looking charts. Yes, and whenever you start to see charts like that, you want to jump in and try to look for the entries, because those are the clean chart to read. Those are the charts where momentum is there, where volatility. So if I would say charts are alive, so really whenever you start, you just wait for retracement. If price give you the setups, you just jump in those. Okay, so I wouldn't jump right now because it's still quite strong. I would wait for price to break this trend line, then look for short scenarios. Okay, after trend line breakout, you can switch to 5 or 15 minutes and take the setups directly after the breakout. You can still look for long scenarios, because on the 1 hour chart looks quite promising. So maybe we'll get another bounce retracement. Of course, then maximum 5-minute chart to grab some pips, because like I said, we are around the resistance zone. This is the call zone. So maybe we'll get what? Retracement, another retest, and maybe then this, or like I said, bounce continuation to this. Okay, so we still don't know, we cannot predict. So if you get the long and you like, you can always lower the risk and you say, okay, I still want to be in. The first sign that maybe we'll get the retracement is the breakout of at least this 1 hour chart trend line with the 36 EMA. More aggressive traders, like scalpers, can look for possible setups on the 5-minute chart when we get this. Okay, breakout of that. Short scenarios target 1 hour chart level. So this will be very aggressive, but it's also possible if you like to trade like this. Okay, so GBP yen. Next is GBP USD, pushing up like euro dollar. It's interesting situation because price started to make, you see, lower lows. There was EMA crossover on the weekly chart, so for us this is indication that price might to change the direction, but we still don't have lower high. So the question on this pair is, if this is just, you know, like a false breakout and price will move up again to the previous tops, or we'll get lower high soon when price will just, you know, reach some of the level, will stop here and continue to push down, and then we'll get like a lower high. Let's see if we have any trend lines, but we don't have. Trend line was broken here. This also might be like a breakout of the trend line retest continuation, but monthly chart is still, you see, it's still very bearish. Yes, it's still pointing down. But again, because we already reached the bottoms, yes, and we created the new bottoms, maybe this is enough for GBP USD, and finally we will get this from the bigger perspective. But the monthly chart is still pointing down, so we will see. Okay, we have to react, we cannot predict. This is the resistance. On the weekly chart, this is our support, and then again, next is one lower, but we don't need to draw it right now, because what is price doing? It's pointing up. So what we try to find resistance. We had resistance here, now price broke it, it's climbing up. So as you can see, we are again similar to GPN, we are already touching the resistance. As you can see, this spike, so we are around the resistance. Next one is higher here, so we have the next possible level where price might to go. So now what we can expect, or what we want to do here, wait for the retracement and look for long scenarios to target this. If price stops here, okay, if price continue, yes, then we wait for the retracement. If price continue, then we wait for the retracement, we look for buys, and we target this. Okay, so this is from the daily chart. We also had what? Daily trend line breakout with the daily 1 to 3 setup. Okay, so we had this opportunity also. We go to, let's go to 4-hour chart to see what is going on here. Also very nice strong up move, nice momentum is here. We had some news here and here from US, so that's why it caused this move. Retracement where 36 EMA, we look to buy, target what? Previous stop with the resistance. 1-hour chart, what we would like to do. A retracement to the 36 EMA, we look for buy scenarios, target the resistance. In case if price of course drops here, look for buys and trade against the main direction. This is our 1-hour chart trend line. So if you like, after breakout of this line, you can try to catch this possible retracement to the 4-hour chart 36 EMA. But keep in mind that right now we don't have much room. So ideally, we would like to see, for example, that price is struggling here and it's breaking. But if price is even breaking right now, this is also okay to take this. And now more aggressive opportunities. 5-minute chart. We have this range right now. Whenever price starts to break this, make the setup, we look for short scenarios and we target 1-hour chart, 36 EMA, and this trend line. Okay, there is the reason we have the resistance zone, so we can try to look for this bigger retracement to this on the daily chart after breakout of the 4-hour chart trend line with the 36 EMA. Then we can expect that price might simply make this retracement. Okay. So this is what we have here, and USDN. So we had reaction. We had first reaction on the resistance. Like I said last time, we we know that we are on the very strong level. Question is when price will make this deeper retracement. On the weekly chart, it looks like a spike on the 12 EMA right now. So because it looks like that, maybe we'll get another up move to retest the resistance and maybe even make a false breakout here. We will see, but weekly chart is still strongly pointing up. However, the momentum was lost here, but it's still pointing down strongly. Our trend line is up here. We don't need this, to be honest, right now. So what we have, first sign of the weakness for me is trendline breakout, yes, new lower low, okay, and now price retrace to the 36 EMA. There is no EMA crossovers. EMAs are flat, so for me this is still a question mark, yes, because like you said, price still can continue to go up easily. If we look for the daily trend lines, let me just look for something. We have line here, so you can see that this might be retest of this line. However, if we draw the lines on the spikes, we still have room. But if we between the body and spikes and we connect this, it's our line. So we will see. Yes, definitely there are two ways to trade this. Now we go to lower time frames. We had this huge down move and now and price retrace and now stopped. Yes, so if we draw trend line here, we'll see that we have this. Basically, we have range here. So what we would like to do is to look for potential breakouts of this wedge, look for buy scenarios, even if we have breakout of this trend line here, look for long scenarios, target again the resistance, and then maybe we'll go with the weekly momentum still, or breakout of this, and then we will go down. Our bottom is, of course, the target, but there is also this trend line. Let me just draw it again. Let's draw it again. If we connect the lows, and which is of course around the bottoms anyway if we go to 4-hour chart. So this will be interesting because or we'll get that, or maybe we'll get still situation like this and drawing the line. Maybe price will struggle here, and then we'll get this, and then maybe this. We will see. Right now, no momentum. If we go to 1-hour chart, we see this. So you can wait for breakouts and you can easily look for trades in both directions if this happens. Okay. And gold is the last one. For me, gold is nothing special here. This is the last resistance. This is the lowest point of the resistance, if I can say. This is the last spike. Price went up. We had this, you see, breakout of the trend line set up here, probably on the lower time frames. Now it's pointing up. So those are our targets here. If we go to daily chart, now this was our daily long 1, 2, 3. Price went up. Now it's reaching the previous top, okay, which is also resistance area, as you can see. That's why we had this reaction. So now it's interesting, or we have breakout and price will continue, or we'll get another bounce and price will retrace. Okay, after of course bouncing here, we could look for long scenarios here to target this, but because we are on the resistance, now we have to wait for some confirmations. Yes, and basically we have setup here. Yes, target this. So right, give us the setup. So you see now we are around the resistance. What we can do now, wait for breakout of this resistance definitely, and then start to pay attention for some setups, or if we get breakout. No, we don't have here good line. After breakout of this previous bottom with the 36 EMA here, you can look for short scenarios and target daily level. If you go to 1 hour chart, of course, you can catch the early entries after breakout. So after breakout, you can switch to 15-minute, 5-minute, look for this, or 1 hour chart entries here. And so of course, short scenarios here. So this is what I would pay attention to on gold. Okay. So guys, that's all from my side in my forecast. Again, I would like to invite you to my one-on-one mentorship program. The link to this website and more information you will find below this video in the description. Of course, this is very good program for you if you still struggle, if you have unresolved questions, if you don't know where you struggle. Definitely I can help you to identify your weak points, your strength points. We can work together to understand why you cannot achieve what you want to achieve in trading. So definitely this program can put your trading in a different level, especially that I work in the 3 different aspects there. I work with the strategy, I work with the planning, and of course, which is the most important part in the trading, with the mindset. So just click the link below and look check all details. If you have any questions, just contact me. So thanks again, wish you a great Saturday, and we hear you soon. Bye.